Okay, really briefly, I want to go over MLA format once again, and MLA format specifically for your literary analysis, because this is the first paper that you're going to be writing that requires a works cited page. So just to review MLA format in terms of what you need in terms of headings, um, don't not put your name on a paper. So in the upper left-hand corner, again, you're going to need your name, my name, the course number or the course that you're taking, and the date that it's due. So it'll be your name, my name, English 111, and then I forgot what day I said this was due. 19 July 2020, not July 19th, not 7/19/20. It would be 19 July 2020. In the upper right hand corner, you need, in the headings, you want to put your last name and the page number. And then, of course, you have your title and the rest of your paper. Please don't ignore putting your name, your last name, in the page number in the upper right hand corner. With your in-text citations, as I discussed in the quote integration video, MLA is very clean. It's very precise. It's not like APA that puts everything jumbled up into your in-text citation. Your in-text citation for an MLA format is simply the author's name, and then the page number where you've gotten that quotation. In all of the, very deliberately, I gave you guys PDF files that had page numbers for the text. So you would put the appropriate page number next to the author's name. There's no comma, there's no P, there's no anything in between, just the author's name and the page number. Okay. All right, the other thing that I want to mention is the placement of your in-text citations. In the quote integration, I know I talked about this, but I want to remind you guys that your in-text citations go at the end of the sentence that they're featured in. So here is my direct quotation, right? And then at the end of that, I have my in-text citation, and the period goes after the closed parentheses. It can't go here because if I put it here, it makes it look like my sentence, this sentence begins with Bronte 16:5. So you put them at the end and the period after the closed parentheses. I also want to draw your attention to something like this, where I have a quote in the middle of my sentence. Notice that I do not have my in-text citation after the quoted material. I wait and I put it at the end. And you might be asking, well, why not here, Miss Swan? Because this is showing that I want to take credit for my ideas at the end. Why don't I put it here? That's where the quoted information ends. I know that everything outside of the quotations belong to you. If you put it here, it becomes distracting. So you want to put it at the end of the sentence. Finally, I want to talk about your works cited page. Works cited pages are greedy. They're like, teenagers. They want their own room. They want their own space. So they need to be on a separate page that's outside of your other pages. So even if you end on page 5 or 4.5, you don't want to put the works cited page on that rest of that half page. Do a page break and put it at the end of or on a new page all on its own. And it's always going to be works cited, not works cited, even if it's just one work that you're citing. And of course, you'll see that I have 2 here. One is the book and one's an article. But notice this second one right here, works cited pages. If you've looked in the MLA handbook and if you looked at the MLA tutorial and things like that, excuse me, works cited pages have a hanging indent. That means that the second and all of the other lines following that are going to be indented a little bit. I'll show you guys in just a second how to get a hanging indent in a Word document, but they're hanging indent and they're double spaced. For your works cited page, the format for you guys are citing things that are short stories on their own and they come from books and all of that, but I'm kind of making it a little easier for you in that you're going to cite this story as a class handout, and I'm going to give you the format for citing the a class handout. You get the author of the quoted source, so whoever the author of the short story is here. The title of the work in quotation marks because short stories go inside of quotations. They're not italicized. The course, the professor who assigned or provided you the handout, the date of which they were assigned, the institution, and the medium or the type of text that it is. So I've given you an example right here. I have A.S. Byatt, the author, the short story in quotation marks, College Composition 1, English 111, that's the class that you are in. My name, because I'm the one who provided it for you. June 2020, because I gave you these in June. The institution, which is Germanna Community College. And the medium is a handout. Or you could put PDF, whatever you choose, but it's a handout. Okay, to get a hanging indent using Microsoft Word, I have a kind of I have a MacBook, so I don't have a real version of Microsoft Word, so I took a picture of what it looks like on my desktop, which is not a Mac. So when you go into your Word document, you can copy all of the text of the citation that you're formatting and then go into the paragraph settings. And in the paragraph settings, you'll see this little thing that says special. And if you scroll through the options, you'll see this thing that says hanging. And all you have to do is click that and press OK, and it will hang indent all of the things that are on your works cited page. Let me know if you have any questions about that. There are also handouts at the Academic Center for Excellence that show you how to use Microsoft, not Microsoft, but how to format MLA things using Google Docs or using a MacBook. So check those out. If you can't find them, let me know and I'll be glad to point you to those resources. So in a nutshell, these are the things that I'm looking for in terms of MLA format when you're writing your literary analysis.